St. Patty's Day was just around the corner, and I want to show you guys an easy way how to create a nice, beautiful party and not spend a whole lot of money. Fresh shucked oysters, booze, and condiments. I want to show you how to select nice fresh oysters from the market, how to pick the best ones out of the bunch, how to shuck them, and what spices will go well with your oysters. Welcome to St. Patty's edition of Win with Room. Find a nice oyster with a nice cup on the bottom. What that does is that the oyster that develops on the inside sits nicely in that cup, and over a period of time it just gets fatter and fatter and fatter. So something like this, you see how it's got a flat surface right here and the cup right there, okay? So that's essentially what you look for as far as the shape goes. And for freshness, you want to make sure that your oysters are still alive. So check around the edge and see that the oyster cup are nicely tight and nicely sealed. Okay, so once you have those two distinct in an oyster, you're scoring a nice one. So get a couple of those babies home like what we have here. As you can see, we're still working on it. So come up a little close. Let me show you how it's properly done to open one of these oysters. Okay, let me show you this one. You see the cup right there? That's the cup. The flat surface, that's the cap. So on every oyster, there's always that small opening right there. I hope you guys can see. What you want to do is take a sharp knife, but not too sharp. As long as it's something that's flat, you insert into that small opening, and just don't do it like the way it's being held right now. Put it against a cutting board or a flat surface. Put a towel over it and just hold it down nice and tight. You jam it into the oyster at a 45-degree angle. Once you have a nice nudge in there, and just slowly work your way in there, slowly, and just try to prop it open. And if it doesn't open the first time, don't get frustrated. Just slowly work your way in, and I just heard the pop. It's good news. So once you have it open, don't just yank it open, because more likely you're gonna mess up the flesh, okay? Because it's still alive. That's why it's cleaning so hard on the cap. So what you want to do is take the blade and start scraping on the top, or underneath the cap rather. So start scraping that so you clear all the meat off the cap in there. The muscle releases, and there's your fresh oyster. Okay. Next, what we're going to have to do is, there is a small round circle of muscle that clings onto the shell. So again, scrape it along the shell. Okay, looks like we got it off already. And then just gently move the muscle around inside the shell. Make sure it's completely detached. And then at this point, you can choose to either dunk it in nice cold fresh ice water so that you can wash all the little sand rocks off. Or if you want to preserve that nice oceany flavor from the natural oyster, you can eat it just like this. And you know what? I'm gonna do it just like this. That's some good oyster.